Hey everyone, ready to tackle a big one. When's the best time to file for Social Security? It feels like $1 million question because it kind of is, right?
Absolutely. It's a huge decision, tons of info out there, and it's easy to feel lost.
Totally. Like you see that break-even analysis and it seems so simple. You think, okay, figure out when I get the same total amount, whether I file early or wait, and boom, decision made.
Right. Sounds logical. But here's the catch. The Social Security Administration, they actually took that analysis off their website.
Oh, wow. That's got a red flag, isn't it? What's so misleading about the break-even thing anyway?
Well, it's way too simple. Like using a ruler to plan a cross-country road trip. You miss all the important stuff. Life expectancy, those Cure A increases, spousal benefits, crucial details.
Okay, I see the problem. You could be making a choice based on like half the picture and leaving serious money behind, right?
Exactly. And the right answer. It changes for everyone. What works for one person might be a disaster for another. Before we go deeper, though, if you're liking this so far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more chats like this.
Great point. So, ditch the break-even myth. Got it. What really matters when we make this decision?
The big one, the one that kind of sets the stage, is life expectancy. Seriously, folks, the longer you live, the better it is to delay those benefits.
It's like if I'm picturing myself on a beach at 90, sipping cocktails, waiting to file is probably smart.
You got it. 84 is often the baseline, yeah, but your health, your family history, that all plays a role. And honestly, have you really thought about your own lifespan? Not the most fun topic, but for this decision, it's crucial.
If you're enjoying this, hit that like button for us. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you're in the loop for all our episodes. Now, back to those key factors. You mentioned CLAs, those cost of living adjustments. How do those fit into all this?
CLAs, right? They seem small year to year, but over time, they add up, especially on a bigger benefit because you waited to file. Like a snowball, starts small, picks up speed.
So, bigger monthly check from waiting. Those QLA increases get bigger each year, too.
Exactly. Nobody's got a crystal ball for future CLA rates, of course, but even small changes over time have a huge impact.
This is making me rethink my own retirement plan, gotta say. It's way more complex than I realized.
Definitely. And speaking of things we often forget, married couples. Your choice doesn't just affect you, it impacts your spouse's benefits as well.
Oh, right. Spousal benefits. That adds a whole other layer, doesn't it? Remind us how those work again.
Okay, so the basics. Your spouse can get up to 50% of your benefit at your full retirement age. Now imagine one spouse worked less, smaller benefit, or maybe health issues, shorter lifespan.
Wouldn't filing early actually be better then? So both spouses get at least something while they can?
You're thinking strategically. It's about the couple as a unit, maximizing those benefits, even if one person files earlier than they would solo. Teamwork makes the dream work right, making those dollars work best for both of you.
Okay, so we've kind of made the case for delaying, but it's not always the best move, right? Are there times when filing early is actually smarter?
Oh, absolutely. There are solid reasons to go early, and it's not just like needing the cash flow.
Okay, I'm curious. Let's hear them.
Well, we touched on a couple already. Enjoying those early retirement years while you're healthy, the idea that your investments might do better than that 8% growth from waiting.
Makes sense, yeah. What other scenarios favor filing early, though?
One that's often missed, married couples. If your spouse can't claim spousal benefits until you file, going early might unlock income they need on a W now.
Ah, right. Spousal benefits, those can be huge, especially if one person worked less or has a much lower benefit. Filing early brings in cash flow for both of you.
Exactly. And let's not forget, sadly, situations where one spouse might have a shorter life expectancy. Wouldn't you want to maximize what you both get while you can?
That's a really good point. You'd get those benefits for longer as a couple before the survivor benefit kicks in.
Yeah.
It's all about strategy, isn't it? Making it work best for both people now and in the future.
You got it. Big picture thinking. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ever thought about timing your filing based on what the stock market's doing?
Whoa, hold on. The stock market affects my Social Security strategy. I gotta hear.
Think of it this way. You're retired, living the good life, taking money from your investments for expenses, right? Suddenly, market crashes. Like 2008 kind of crash.
Ooh. Yeah, no thanks on reliving that, but I see your point.
Instead of selling at a loss, you tap into Social Security early. It's like a guaranteed income safety net while your investments recover.
Okay, that's clever. Using Social Security to, like, ride out the storm. But wouldn't you miss out on those bigger checks later?
It's a trade-off, for sure. But consider this. What if you're not quite ready to retire when the market tanks? You could file early, take that income, I invest it while things are down. Buy low, sell high, classic strategy. Could be a big win.
I'm seeing the possibilities here, but this definitely sounds like it takes a good understanding of the market and being comfortable with risk.
Absolutely, it's not for everyone. Weighing those rewards against the risks is key. And speaking of finances, let's not forget taxes.
Ugh, right, taxes. Nobody's favorite topic.
But important, and it ties into this. Remember, some of your Social Security can be taxable. Depends on your total income.
Yeah, vaguely. How does filing early or late affect that, though?
Picture this. You've got some big income coming later in retirement, maybe a pension or those RMDs from your accounts. Filing for Social Security early spreads out your taxable income. Could lower your taxes in those early years.
Like a tax strategy in itself, almost.
You could say that, being strategic, looking at your finances as a whole, we've covered a lot today, I know, can feel overwhelming.
It is a lot,
Yeah.
but super helpful, really eye-opening stuff. What's the biggest takeaway for our listeners, would you say?
The biggest. Personal finance is personal. No one right answer for everyone. What stood out to you today? What questions are you left with? Write those down. Think about how it applies to your life.
Great advice. And hey, if you're having those aha moments, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss more episodes like this.
Now, we haven't covered every reason to file early, but one more deserves mention. Sometimes life just happens and you need the money.
That's true for so many people. Surprise medical bills, helping family. Maybe you just didn't save as much as you hoped. Life throws curveballs. It's good to know Social Security is there as a safety net.
Exactly. It's a valuable resource meant to help during tough times.
This has been amazing. Debunked that break-even myth, explored the key factors, even found reasons why going early can be smart. But in the end, it's what's best for you, right?
Absolutely. It's about your goals, your circumstances, your vision for retirement. The strategy should match that.
And sometimes that means getting help from a financial advisor to tailor your plan, right? Nothing wrong with asking for expert advice.
For sure. Ask questions, look at your options, really dig into the details. This is your retirement. It's worth getting it right.
Love that. So any final wisdom for our listeners as we wrap up?
Here's a challenge for you. What one thing will you do differently after today? Maybe it's running some numbers, talking to your spouse, or calling that financial advisor. Take action. Make sure you're getting the most out of this benefit.
Awesome advice. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. Helps us get this info to more people. We get deep into the numbers, the strategies, all that, but retirement isn't just about the money, right?
Right. Definitely not. It's about living, enjoying yourself, doing what you love.
Exactly. So while we're all about Social Security today, got to remember the bigger picture.
Think about this. What excites you most about retirement? Traveling, family time, maybe starting that business you always wanted.
I like that. A whole new chapter, adventures, purpose, maybe a little fun along the way.
Exactly. And that's why your Social Security strategy has got to match those dreams. The money part supports the life you want to live.
Makes sense. So as we wrap up this Social Security deep dive, any last bits of wisdom for our listeners?
Here's a thought. Don't just focus on getting the most money. Think about how Social Security helps you build the retirement you want.
That's a good way to look at it. It's not just dollars and cents. It's about having choices, building a future you're excited about.
Exactly. So go explore your options, make smart choices, and create that retirement that's fulfilling and financially secure.
Awesome. And if this episode got you thinking, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Helps us get this info out there.
Thanks for being here today. Remember, retirement's not the end, it's a new beginning. Embrace it, plan smart, and live your best life.
Until next time, happy planning.